with Cohen. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Murray on third down. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. On second down, it's Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Mariota. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 25 on second down, Murray escaping the pressure right.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And the Vikings first down. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All day, dog.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Murray now steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all night. What's going on? Because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of his end zone, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Throwing is Mariota. It's complete to Grant. Room here to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Jakeem Grant, 99 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 12, Murray going deep and got his man complete. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Blunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julian Edelman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Mariota on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Walker has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Murray off play action. That'll be complete to Cook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
A gain of 16 yards.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now Murray again. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Now Cohen. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tariq Cohen. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And an update from our nation's capital in D.C. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Murray now to throw, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Julian Edelman, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Geno Atkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Mariota. Safarian Jenkins has it. Touchdown, Giants! Austin Safarian Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. First down, Murray. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And Blunt has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brandon Copeland. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Murray with a 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The kick by Sanders is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the turnover, here's Murray being chased out left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Edelman was the intended target. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Flushed out right. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And he finds Austin complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This is Grant, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota. Set, ready. 70 Andrew. Silver.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. Completes it to Blount. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. trying to improvise. And that's incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Mariota. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Here's Mariota. Flush to his... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now Johnson, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick some.
It's caught inside the 25. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. After the sack on 1st down, Mariota, that's complete to his running back, Grant. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at half,